Hi to both of you. And I just wanted to thank you for having me on the show with this group. Russell, of course, Courtney was talking about the generations, and Russell is first generation, being military. I was the second generation, and we have the people that we teach remote viewing to, which wind up being the third generation. And we even now have teachers, some of them, taking up the flag and teaching to a fourth generation. And so this thing is really taking on, and it's taking on because it can prove itself. Russell was talking about, proof, and it's exactly like Russell says. It's ridiculous to look at the proof that's there and still turn a blind eye to the fact that it exists. And the work that Russell is doing, and Courtney and several others, the Hawaii Remote Viewers Group. I see Dick is on with us, Dick Allgaier, and Lauren Cott, who's doing some fantastic work. When I got out of the military, the remote viewing was still classified, and I started a data analysis company in Washington, D.C. area called Problem Solutions Innovations. When this became declassified, I started getting all kinds of calls for training and consulting, police work, archaeological work, and all that. And it dawned on me, I don't have to drive into D.C. every day anymore. So I turned Problem Solutions Innovations into a remote viewing company and training and service company. But my background is in databasing. And so, we database the work of all of our students, all of our viewers. When we do a project for people, we get feedback from them as to the accuracy of what we provided, and we database that. We don't just say, okay, thank you. And as a result, we have each viewer has a databased track record. And Russell is absolutely right. Like alternate universes or things in the past. What did Jesus's mustache look like, and things like that. There's no proof from that, and so the only proof that we have for operational work is a viewer's track record. And we look and we see a viewer is. A single viewer is, let's say, 80% accurate in his perception of colors, but 20% accurate in describing shapes or sizes or something. Well, we know how much to trust the perceptions he gives us on targets where there either is not or may not be feedback.
Then would you have if you were looking for a lost child, for example,
yes,
would you have a single viewer doing that, or would you have a team doing it?
Oh, no, I would have a team doing it. One of the problems with remote viewing is that it's humans doing it. And, as long as it's a human doing it, it's not going to be completely accurate. You're going to have mistakes. It's like you would never do an entire project with only one viewer and even one session. The thing is, let's say take a hypothetical case. The police want to know who it was that abducted a child. Okay, they have several witnesses, and the eyewitnesses all give different stories. And they say, okay, we want to know description of where the person lives. We want a description of what the person does for a living, their car, and so on. We would look in the database and say, okay, we want to know the color of the car. Find the viewer that's most accurate in colors. Then we want to know the shape of the car and the condition of the car. Find the viewer for that information, which has proven over hundreds of sessions that he's most accurate in that. And no, you never trust an important project to just one person or even one session. And then when you hand the information into the police, they don't send out the troops on that. They put it into the pool with their other information, and it stirs into the pot to give them a better overall look. So,
do you do a lot of police work?
We used to. We had a lawyer join us, and he sort of took over to legalize the work we were doing with police, and he made such an enemy of the police that that they just sort of stopped calling us. We have built up a new, reestablished friendship with many departments, and we're doing things, and we're doing some good. I haven't been too quick to do that because back when we were doing so much, it was just eating up everything that we did, all of our time, all of my time. I wasn't getting anything else done and all that. And so while I do worry about missing children, I know that you find one, and the time it takes to find one, 50 more are abducted and so on.
What's the thing that you can do that you do most reliably?
That we do most reliably?
If I wanted to hire you to do something for me, what's the thing that you have the greatest success at?
So far, the greatest success that we seem to have had, mainly because we can get feedback on it, is working for businesses. We love doing archaeological work. The archaeologists don't tend to give us feedback like they should, but the business plans and intentions, research and development, scientific research and development, or even mechanical research and development. We've had great success with space exploration companies, and the police departments. Like I say, we've backed off on that quite a bit, and yet it's still my favorite. You study remote viewing for a couple of years, and after that couple of years, you're tired of practice targets, you're tired of everything else, and you bring home one missing child, and it's